is the lunch menu from April 21st through the 25th. No school on Monday. Tuesday, cheeseburgers, shoestring fries, mixed vegetables, peaches, and milk. On Wednesday, chicken tenders, mac and cheese, baked beans, strawberries, and milk. On Thursday, pizza, mozzarella sticks, Bahama vegetables, sliced oranges, and milk. On Friday, sloppy joe, potato salad, chips, pineapple, and milk.
Birthdays for this upcoming week: Zach, Tyreek, Aries, and Miss Meridian.
Why did the golfer bring 2 pairs of pants?
I don't know. Why did he bring 2 pairs of pants?
Just in case if he gets a hole in one.
It's time to celebrate our awesome seniors. Every week we will share spotlight photos from 2 of our amazing 2025 seniors. This week, we are spotlighting Brady and Olivia. Brady says his favorite class is graphics. He will miss his best friend Stacha the most, and he would like to be remembered as being a good person. Olivia says her favorite class was vocational class. She will miss physical therapy with Miss Ronan the most, and she would like to be remembered as kind, funny, and a good friend. Congratulations, class of 2025.
So, me and both of us have seen the Minecraft movie, and I'm excited to get her perspective on it because she's the only other person I know who's actually, seen it, you know?
I don't know. I digress.
Yeah, I don't know. I think...
Womp womp.
I don't know who else has seen it.
Yeah.
I think I might be the only one out of, all my friends.
So we're going to converse about it.
Yeah.
Fancy words.
It was kind of nostalgic for me because I haven't played it since I was 2019, so...
Only?
11?
Huh.
Yeah. I've gotten into other games. I've kind of, I might have, played it a little bit here and there, throughout COVID.
Did you ever finish the game?
No. I remember being a little kid, I would, go on YouTube and look up, if there was an actual ending.
I once sat there for, about 2 hours reading the whole scripture that plays when you beat the Ender Dragon. It was... Yeah, it was an event.
There's literally a video of a dude I watched who played it, and he beat it, and I was like, well,
it's not that hard if you just play for continuously 10 hours. Less. I don't play it myself, so I can't say.
In the movie too. Much. The thing that weirded me out with the movie is I didn't know if the villain was an original movie villain or if she's from the game.
I don't think she's from the game. I think she was a creative decision.
Yeah, I was like, is that...
who is that?
Don't know.
She reminded me of Agura from the Dark Crystal.
She reminded me, you know who else she reminded me of? What's her face from 101 Dalmatians?
Cruella de Vil.
Yes.
Okay, I could see that.
She was... The voice actor who played her did a really good job.
I thought so too. Yeah. She's done a lot of stuff.
I
thought the tension between Jack Black and Jason Momoa was something really funny.
Yeah. It was weirdly... It was...
it made me laugh.
It was funny, but it was so weird.
I was like, why? That's why it was funny, because it's weird. You didn't expect that.
And I thought my theater would be a lot more, rowdy than it was.
No, I thought there'd be more people. We went to, an original theater in Cleveland that was more, small, and there wasn't even, the Cinemax seats. It was an actual theater, one you would see a play at. There were 7 people, including me and my brother. They were there.
So after after that insane week of thunderstorms that we got just a few weeks ago, that lightning that you saw from the podcast last week, that was from those storms. And I've been thinking, since we had those crazy storms and we have potentially strong to severe thunderstorms today, why not talk about the hazards of lightning? Because thunderstorms are really common here in central Ohio. It is not a rare sight. They occur quite frequently in the spring and summer months. They can occur just about any time of the year. So lightning is something we really need to think about. So I'm going to talk about everything you need to know when keeping yourself safe from these dangerous thunderstorms. But first, let me make one thing clear. When there is a thunderstorm that hits my area, oh, we're about to get some rain. When there is a storm that hits my area, I do not stay safe. What I do is just stick my head out the window and watch for a very close boat before I get scared and just go running back in. Now let's talk about the thunderstorms. Storms are quite frequent here in Ohio once again, and it's just really important to take these safety precautions. So just stay inside whenever there is a thunderstorm around. The old saying, when thunder roars, go indoors. Just avoid it together. If you're not me, then just go inside, because it just may save your life. You never know when or where lightning is going to strike, so the best thing to do is just stay inside. But houses aren't completely safe from thunderstorms though, because if lightning strikes at a certain place, it can catch the house on fire. And on top of that, stay away from anything metal in your house, like the stove, the sink, especially your shower, washing machines and dryers. Stay away from anything like that. When there is a storm, try your best to keep your phone or any computers that you have in your house unplugged, because the surge, the electrical current that the lightning does have, if it was to strike your house, can go through your wires and your plumbing, and if you're in a shower, it can give you a fatal electrical shock. And in the case for your computers and your phone, it can give those a pretty bad shock that'll damage them beyond repair. And yeah, it's pretty bad. So I would suggest just unplugging those things and staying away from metal appliances. Now, if you're in a car, there's really not much you can do if you're in a car, because the car will protect you itself. It's like a Faraday's cage, a lightning rod. If a lightning bolt strikes a certain place on the car, yes, it can catch fire, but it's extremely rare. Most of the time, the lightning bolt will just travel around the car and it'll get dispersed by the metal shell on top. Eventually, the tires take it down to the ground. But thank the metal shell for that, as it does most of the work. The tires just basically kill the shock. But the top of the car directs the electrical current directly away from you. But do not touch anything metal inside the car, or you will not be thanking that shell. In fact, it could be your last minute on Earth. So, yeah. Now, in the case of you being out in the open with nowhere to go, or you being on a body of water, there's really nothing you can do. Just pray, because you never know where lightning's going to strike. There are always close calls on a body of water, as lightning is attracted to water. So there's nothing you can do. But if you're out in the open, just turn into a ball on the floor, just hunker down, minimize your contact with the ground, and you should be fine. Or not, because the shock will still come towards you. It'll give you a pretty decent sized dose of electricity. But as for if you're literally just touching the ground, you have so much contact with the ground that you get a fatal shock, and it may just be your last couple minutes on Earth once again. So do not touch the ground. Never ever shelter under trees, because lightning could strike those too, and you could get a fatal dose of electricity, as the lightning could branch off to you. Not the best. Plus, the tree could collapse, putting a bunch of splinters into your body. They're giving you infections, and you could die from it if not being treated immediately. That's all I have to say about the hazards of lightning, and I'll see you in the next one.